Hey y'all, it's Nicole at King Gap Creatives, and today we're going to be making a little wooden chapel. Now, this chapel is modeled after one that I asked my husband to build for me a few years ago, and the chapel he built was made from a photo that I took at a gift shop. So what I came up with is not exactly like what he built, but somewhere along the line, a different vision just overcame me, and I decided that I wanted to take it in another direction, and I actually kind of like it. So if you like projects like this too, please hit that like button and subscribe, and that helps me out more than you know, because not only does it encourage me and keep me motivated, but I can keep more content like this coming your way if I know you enjoy it. So yeah, I would love it if you would do that. And so now let's just dive right into making our little wooden chapel. Okay, so I'm using this chapel for a model. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is to trace around it so that I can cut it out with a jigsaw. I don't want to knock the base off, so I just butted it up to the end of this fence board. And well, you know, yeah, I think that's gonna work. It's not quite the same width, but I think that's gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna trace it out here. And now that that is done, I can cut it out with a jigsaw. I know this is not the very best setup, and I probably shouldn't be using the table saw for a workbench, but it's pretty much my only option. This is not a true wood shop. It is just a little metal building that serves multi-purposes. But if you can, let's see, let me get that more in frame. This little laser line helps a lot when using this jigsaw. So I'm just going to cut that out, and we'll go from there. Didn't want to try to make that turn, but I didn't get really close enough either. I'm trying not to hit the side of the table. Alright. So we'll just do that other side now. And I think what I'm actually going to do is switch to the miter saw for just a minute to cut this top part off to make it easier, and I'll be right back. That was just to kind of cut off the excess that was up here so that I don't have to go through that, and I can just do these angles real easy now. Okay, so there she is, just a rough cutout, and we'll get her attached to the base, put the trim on, and see how it turns out. First, I'm going to give it a quick sanding. I thought this wood would work for the trim, but it's not going to, so I'm going to have to rip that down a little bit. And this is actually thinner than what I have, but I don't know what he used to make this, so I'm just going to go with what I've got. Next thing, I've set my miter saw to about a 15-degree angle. I think that's about right. I never had set this up before, but now I have. And I've just marked out about 7 inches, and maybe that'll be enough. I don't know enough to know if I needed to leave an allowance for the angle or not. But anyway, here it goes. Yep, I think that'll work. Except for that wasn't right, but I learned something new. I'm not good at math or angles, and I was terrible at geometry. I realized you have to cut one 30-degree angle, not a 15, on this side, and then set it up again for a 30-degree on that side to make them meet in the middle. I know for most of you that sounds like common sense, but I don't have a math brain. I'm just going to do the same thing for the lower part of the trim with 5-inch measurements this time. And then I'm just going to set the saw to the 30 degrees. And do that. I probably took off just a little too much, but maybe I can make up for it. Here goes the second side. And it fits. It may not be perfect, but it fits together, and I'm a little tickled with that. I'm just going to use some wood glue to get these in place, and then all that will be left to do, all that will be left to do will be just jig out the door and window and put the base on it. So here's the little door on the chapel that my husband built, but I've decided mine are going to be some double doors. For one thing, I think I'm less likely to cut my fingers off by making them double doors, and also I just like how they look. So I give up on the tripod for now, but I'm just going to cut these with the miter saw and glue them on there and see how they look. I think I actually like it like that. So I'm looking through my scraps to see if there's anything I could easily use for the window, but I don't think so. I think sadly I'm gonna have to get the jigsaw, and maybe there goes the fingers. But maybe not. I cut this little block, and if I can just take off a little off the sides to make it into that shape, maybe I can do it. So I did it off camera, and it's very rough, but I'm hoping that I can hit it with a sander and get it to be good enough. We'll see. It's still not just exactly right, but we're gonna go for it. I believe that this is gonna work. It's just gonna be a little rustic chapel, but I think it's gonna do okay. I decided I wanted this to be a little bit bigger, so I've laid the little chapel down on these two boards, and I'm gonna see if I can get the angles right to run like down from there. That was crooked, but anyway, to make it a little bigger, I don't know, that vision kind of came to me as I was working, so let's see if I can get those angles drawn and cut, and that just might work. I try to just follow the line of that trim, and I'm going to use the speed square and just try to get that angle the same on both sides. I got the angles cut. It's a little bit wonky at the top, but that part's going to be covered up anyway, so I'm just going to hit that crack with some wood glue and then nail it all together. All the nails I had were too long, so my sweet husband went by Lowe's for me on his way home from work today and got me some little 1-inch nails. So I'm about to nail this all together. And I forgot, I probably need to pop a couple of nails into this trim too, because it's just down with wood glue. And the best part is, look, it's not even going to have a base. It's so wide at the bottom. So that's, I guess, my last step. I won't have to put a base on it. It'll just sit there on its own. And so that winds up our project. It wasn't very hard. I still have all my fingers and my thumbs. And maybe next week, though, I will do something that doesn't involve power tools. Yeah, thanks again for watching.